Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today we've got another Chelsea News Today video, but there's 6 stories. There's so much news on Chelsea today. There's six stories. So we're gonna fly through today's video, starting off with Hakimi. According to reports, Chelsea are seriously considering the option of signing Hakimi from Inter Milan after Antonio Conte, their manager, has left, and he may not have a future at the club playing as a wing-back where his preferred position is. He's already played for some top clubs in his career: Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, and now it looks like he will be leaving this summer either to Chelsea, PSG or Bayern Munich. Arsenal also interested, but they don't even play the 3 at the back system. Neither do Bayern Munich and PSG either. So Chelsea may have the upper hand if he wants to play in his preferred position every week. He only joined Inter Milan last summer for a fee of £40 million, so they'll want to make profit on him considering he's young, and they're just being forced to sell so that they can raise money. I think a price of about £50 million a prime away from the San Siro, and considering that they need the money, Inter Milan will probably not turn that amount of money down, and then he could move to Chelsea. However, Chelsea's first choice right wing back at the moment is Reece James, who had an absolute blinder of a performance in the Champions League final. So it's not really the fact that we need to replace him, more the fact just for squad depth, because our only other right wing back option is really Callum, Hudson, Odoi, who isn't really, he's not a traditional right wing back, he's a winger. So if we had another right wing back, that'd be very good. And also to just give Reece James a bit of competition in that position to try and push each other to the best of their levels. Secondly, according to more reports, Chelsea are preparing a massive sale with 10 players on their transfer list that they're trying to sell, including French defender Kurt Zouma. These names include a lot of the deadwood. I don't want to be rude, but they are pretty much deadwood. Michy Batshuayi, David Zappacosta, Danny Drinkwater, Timmy Bakayoko, Emerson Palmieri, Ross Barkley. They're the deadwood, alongside Kurt Zouma, who hasn't really been given too much game time under Thomas Tuchel, alongside maybe Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Tammy Abraham, Olivier Giroud, and next, Fikayo Tomori. Fikayo Tomori is leaving Chelsea, according to Fabrizio Romano. £27 million is the price that AC Milan are paying for his buyout clause that Chelsea included in his contract for some reason. Oh, the most frustrating thing is that today I was going to record a video, or yesterday I was going to record a video called Why Chelsea Need to Hold On to Fikayo Tomori at All Costs. And then I get home and then I've seen Fabrizio said that he's left. Big shame. However, all not may be lost, because there is one centre half which is very similar to Fikayo Tomori. He's rapid. He's about 6 foot, and he goes by the name of Mark Guehi. He was on loan at Swansea last season, and he might be able to have a first team chance next season, maybe as that right centre back, because David Cesar Azpilicueta. I was thinking of Dave because his name's Dave. Cesar Azpilicueta is not getting any younger, and he is the club captain, and he did just have a blinder of a performance yet again against Manchester City in the Champions League final. But I really thought Fikayo Tomori would be the perfect player to fill in at that right centre back role. He's got the pace, he's just got everything for that right centre back role. But looks like it won't be Tomori. It will be Azpilicueta next season. Maybe Mark Guehi, or what is this, the 4th story, the 3rd story? Villarreal's highly admired centre back Pau Torres. Now Chelsea were for a short amount of time interested in this geezer last season in the last transfer window, but there were no moves made. I don't think there were even any inquiries. But after an absolute brilliant season over in Spain, winning the Europa League as well with Villarreal, I guess he took a penalty. I did watch it, but I swear he probably did take a penalty, because it went to the goalkeeper. What a penalty, Rully, by the way. What a penalty. And according to The Athletic, Torres could be an avenue to explore if all other targets fall through. Chelsea are in the market for another central defender, as Antonio Rudiger, Cesar Azpilicueta and Andreas Christensen are all entering their last year of their contract. Now, it does look like Antonio Rudiger and Christensen especially will get contract extensions, but we're not too sure about Azpilicueta because he is not getting any younger. But I do think he'll probably be given another couple of years because we've seen what the experience of Thiago Silva in the first team does. So having Azpilicueta for another few years surely can't be a bad thing. The other contenders for a new centre-half for Chelsea includes Bayern Munich's Nicolas Süle, Jose Jimenez of Atletico Madrid, Jules Koundé of Sevilla, Maxence Lacroix of Wolfsburg, and Jerome Boateng of Bayern Munich as well. However, Pau Torres is the fastest defender in Spain, so it could be showing where Thomas Tuchel wants to improve, and I think it is that right centre-back role. Azpilicueta isn't getting any younger. Thiago Silva can fill in as captain, and although Cesar Azpilicueta deserves to have that first team spot his next season, I don't know if he will, because he is, like I said, he's not getting any fitter, or he probably, I don't know, he's not getting any younger, and his legs are surely one day going to give up. But no, I love you, Dave, I love you. Next, Newcastle United are reportedly keen on a possibility of signing Tammy Abraham and Billy Gilmour on loan this summer for next season. Now, we've seen what Joe Willock has been able to do at Newcastle on loan. He's been there for half a season, and he's somehow managed to get 7 goals in a row for a struggling Newcastle side. Send Tammy and Billy out on loan there with Steve Bruce. Is it Steve Bruce? Yeah, it is Steve Bruce. Yeah, and also, if Tammy Abraham goes on loan, then that means he'll come back at the end of the loan. And he may have changed his mind about whether he wants to stay or leave. Hopefully he wants to stay after the loan. However, Chelsea apparently don't want to actually send Billy Gilmour out on loan, and they want to keep him with the first team with Thomas Tuchel. But I think it'd be good to get him some first team game time, like the whole season, week in, week out, playing for a top level team. Newcastle aren't a bad side. I'd prefer him to go to Southampton, where they actually play under a German coach, or is he actually Austrian? Well, it's a similar system to Thomas Tuchel, and but Chelsea apparently aren't keen on him leaving on loan. And for Tammy Abraham, they want to sell him permanently with a price tag of £40 million. Leicester and West Ham also the front runners for signing him permanently, and I do see him joining West Ham actually, because Declan Rice really, I hope he doesn't, but he probably will. And pretty much lastly, Chelsea have been dealt a transfer blow for Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku after Inter Milan have reportedly ruled out the sale for prolific striker Romelu Lukaku. Inter Milan needed the money. They needed to raise 80 million euros because they had financial troubles, and getting that money would help them financially. And the Blues were said to be considering a move, and it looked like all was pretty much going. The momentum was going. 80 million euros is what Inter Milan were asking for. Chelsea were kind of willing to pay it, and it did look like their most realistic signing this summer, or chance of signing a striker this summer. But today, Inter Milan have apparently said that he's not for sale anymore, so their deal will be off. Now, what does that mean? It means that Chelsea won't be put off for a striker. We need a striker. So our other options: Lewandowski, Kane, and Haaland. So if we do sign a striker, it's going to be one of the best in the world at this point. So either we sign a striker and it is one of the best in the world, or we put faith in Timo Werner. I can't believe I just said that. Did I just say that out loud? Put faith in Timo Werner. I did. I just said that. Now, their U-turn, Inter Milan's U-turn for selling Romelu Lukaku may be down to the fact that they think they're going to get enough money from Hakimi's sale. So maybe if Chelsea can maybe pay a little bit more for Hakimi, then they can... Oh, we're not going to spend £70 million on Hakimi. £50 million should do the trick. I'm a little bit worried that we might not sign a striker anymore, because Daniel Levy doesn't want to sell Kane to a London rival. Erling Haaland looks like he'll probably stay at Borussia Dortmund this summer. And Robert Lewandowski, do I really see him leaving the Bayern Munich, the Bundesliga? Not really. But then we have to sign a striker if Tammy Abraham's leaving, and so is Olivier Giroud. Oh, why Inter Milan? However, according to Sky Italy reporter Angelo Mangiante, he reports that Erling Haaland is now Chelsea's #1 target. and he's their main goal this summer. How much though? 150 million. 150 million pounds. That's what Borussia Dortmund are asking for. So we're going to have to spend a lot of money if we want Erling Haaland. Although he is 21 years old. He only gets better by every game. But it's a lot of money. I don't know. Lukaku was probably my first choice because it's kind of low risk, 70 million pounds. Oh. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.